Ex-maid of honor Eloise, having been relieved of her duties after being dumped by the best man via text, decides to attend the wedding anyway, only to find herself seated at the dreaded table 19, otherwise known as the random guest table. Hey everybody, Gino here to talk about Anna Kendrick's new, I don't really know what to call it. It's not a straight-up rom-com, nor is it a straight-up dramedy. I guess that would make it a rom-dram, maybe? I don't know. I'll get back to that point in a bit. This is Table 19. If anything works in this movie, it's the characters. While there were a lot of them, at least they were fun to follow for the most part. For those that wonder how Anna Kendrick would end up at the quote-unquote losers table, let me explain. Kendrick has a knack for being able to play the awkward girl despite also being very attractive, which makes her perfect for this role. Without spoiling some major plot points story-wise, her being awkward is a plus. Lisa Kudrow and Craig Robinson play a couple with a strained marriage. They really surprised me with how well they worked as a couple, through the good times and bad. Tony Revolori plays a sex-driven teenager that's at the wedding to, get laid, while constantly getting advice from the strangest of places, his mother. On a side note, his mother's never seen in the movie, you only hear her voice on the phone. That voice is supplied by none other than the ever-talented Margot Martindale. June Squibb, whose work I've admired since her role in the indie film Nebraska, plays the bride's first nanny. Also, she doesn't think too highly of the bride's brother, who is also Eloise's ex-boyfriend. And speaking of high, lastly, Stephen Merchant plays the bride's uncle who's out on parole. He supplies a lot of the awkward comedy in the movie. Now, if you're saying to yourself, that sounds like a lot's going on, I'd tell you that you are correct. I think that this is one of the small problems with the movie. There's just so much going on that the movie feels a little choppy. That being said, the majority of the story is focused on Kendrick's character, so that helps. After you get to know all of the players, the story does become a bit too predictable. I will say that if you've seen the trailer and think you know where the story is going, you would be wrong. While I had issues with this predictability, I do appreciate this movie straying from the traditional overused rom-com formula. That brings me to my last point. This movie really didn't know what it wanted to be tonally. There were times that this movie was really funny and times that it would be dead serious, but then it would try to snap back to funny again. An example would be that there would be a serious conversation going on, but then a pratfall would happen, jarring you out of the moment. This actually happened more than once. Also, I felt that there were some running jokes that got used a little too much. For example, while it was funny, the Lisa Kudrow's jacket looks like the waiter's joke gets a little old. While I didn't love this movie, I did enjoy the characters and also appreciated it for bucking the trends of a lot of traditional rom-coms. If you're looking for something a bit awkward and different, check it out. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion. I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Gino. Till next time.